I enjoyed all the smells along the trail as we hiked our way out toward Sunken Falls. Like everywhere else out here, the trail was absolutely drenched. But we weren't about to let that stop us from making a trek out to this beautiful waterfall.
Hey travelers, it's Mag, I, and Skeletor 10 here on day 16 of our trip around the United States. Today has been a grind. We've been working on the western pages of the Maine DeLorme Challenge, and these pages are the backcountry of Maine. The conditions out here are about as bad as they can be. The roads are wet, full of potholes, some are washed out, and we have had to be very careful going across some very slick surfaces and places where we've been worried about getting stuck. On top of that, it's been raining on us all day long, and the cache targets we've been going after haven't been found in years and years. So it's been a perfect recipe to make today one of the toughest caching days that we've had probably ever, right? Yeah, it's been rough. So Skeletor, what's been your favorite part of today?
My favorite part of the day is right here. This is why we all did it. You know, to go through all of that. This is the payoff. Looking behind us and seeing a waterfall that in Florida is just unimaginable. It's great feeling, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
And hopefully we get to see something else cool today. But at this point, we'll settle for just being able to get out of the country and see some paved roads. So let's hope we can make that happen by the end of the day. Come on, keep your fingers crossed for us.
We were both a little surprised the first time the pavement ran out. But we weren't too worried since these roads seemed to be well maintained. Unfortunately, that optical illusion didn't last very long. After we passed over a couple of single-car bridges, the conditions began to deteriorate. We found ourselves slowed down by muddy, slick roads filled with potholes. Then we crisscrossed the river across a couple more one-vehicle bridges. Then things began to go downhill very quickly. We continued to plod on these wet, slick roads, just hoping we wouldn't get stuck.
Yellow!
Hey, you find that thing down there?
I sure did.
Are you wet?
I sure am. Does this suck? It sure does.
But did we get the page?
We sure did.
Do you have moose on the brain? Thinking about the next best place to spot a moose? Then come hang with the Moose Club in Moose River. The Moose Club has plenty of offerings for our guests, between rounds of golf and great accommodations. All Moose River locations now serving moosey juice on tap. We knew we'd finally made it out when we reached the Eagle Lake viewing area. Exhausted, we decided to call it a day early and get a hotel. Nobody was more excited about this development than the dog. She could not have been more pleased to realize that we were staying in a hotel room for the night. She was not shy about sharing her feelings on the situation with us at all.
Alright guys, that's a wrap. Somehow, some way, we made it through the day. We made it through about a dozen pages in the backwoods of Maine on the west side of the state. We finally came through at the end of the day and saw civilization, our light at the end of the tunnel, and we're actually getting a hotel, which we're all very excited about. None more than the dog. She's very excited about getting to bed tonight. We're actually shooting from the end of historic Route 1. You're looking directly into Canada behind us. So we came all the way up from Florida, and we have worked our way all the way up to the other end of Highway 1. So we're definitely covering some miles. We're looking forward to several easier days coming ahead of us in Maine. Nothing is going to be as difficult as what we tackled today. That we can be sure of. Really looking forward to showing you what else this state has to offer. I'm very excited about Acadia coming up, spending a little bit of time in Bangor, and a trip into Bar Harbor as well. So stay tuned with us to see those things coming up. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned with us for daily updates continuing to come your way. Happy trails!